trust your timing. It is very frustrating getting on social media and seeing people that are super young getting ridiculously rich. Like knowing how hard you're working and seeing other people where it seems like they found something out where it's like they didn't have to work as hard as you, or like some way of making money where it seems too good to be true, seems easy, and some people have that, some people don't. But what I'm trying to say is, it's super important to set short-term and long-term goals so that you know exactly what you want to accomplish and how you want to get there. There is so much emphasis on the just like showcasing being at the end, like being at the end goal, right? Like having the things, having the material things, having the success. What's more important, arguably, is maybe not for everyone, but I think what's more important is how you actually get there, right? There's a lot of things like, you could get rich quick being a course seller, but then where does that leave your reputation? Where does that leave, what are you actually providing? Selling peptides to kids. What do you really like? Is that going to be satisfying to get to that end result when that's how you got there? Maybe, you still have the things, so maybe that's fine. But I am like more fascinated with like building something that's like oh my God, I sound like I'm like on my high horse. If you want to just get a bag, that's fine. That's completely fine. I want to like build my wealth though through things that I can like be proud of. And, having that long-term goal in mind, like these are the things that I want to accomplish, but also like the short-term goals of this is how I want to get there. It drives me crazy sometimes not being there yet. It keeps me up at night that I haven't accomplished the things that I want to. I think about it constantly. Literally every single day, I think about where I want to end up and like being at the end. Like I want to get here. There's no other option for me. But the way I get there is important to me. It matters. And some things are going to get you there faster than others. I am, and you got to just trust that having that long-term goal in mind and having these short-term goals in mind and knowing like how you want to accomplish these things, you're able to focus more on your own path and less on these people have this already. I want to have this. Why am I? Because it's not a productive use of time. It's not a productive thought. It's not a productive path of thinking of like, oh, other people have this already and I don't. Yeah, they do. Like but you got to trust your path. There are going to be chapters in your path where you're just focusing on learning, acquiring skills, acquiring knowledge, just getting really good at something, anything, like getting good at what you're going to do to get here. There are periods of time where you're going to be just grinding, just working. And there are periods of time where it's going to feel super stagnant. Having those short-term goals are going to help you through those times where it feels stagnant. Having those short-term goals are going to help you keep in mind where you're progressing towards when you have those periods where you're just learning. You're just focused on learning as much as possible. It can be so frustrating not to see direct progress, but you got to just break it up a little bit and focus on the big picture, right? Well, focus on the long-term picture by breaking it up into these smaller goals, right? Like there are times where it's going to feel stagnant, but you got to just focus on what you're doing in that period of stagnation, in that period of learning, in that period of just grinding. Every single, chapter has like these stepping stones that are necessary. These things are necessary for you to ultimately end up here. And it's really, really hard to recognize that sometimes. If it's not directly causing, financial gain, if it's not directly causing, if there's not like tangible return on your time, effort, and energy, it is frustrating. But you got to keep in mind what you're in it for. What are you putting that work in for? And I guarantee you, if you put time and effort into learning as much as you can, it is going to carry you so much further. If you put time and effort into just the skill of working hard as fuck, even if it's not for something that's going to directly result in you making more money or you ending up at your, end result, even if it's just for some job that you don't necessarily care about in the long term. That's not the case for me. I'm trying to say, if you're working like a minimum wage job, I think this act of working hard in and of itself is going to benefit you in the long run. Maybe not the best example, but just like there are all of these things are going to contribute to your eventual success. That's all I'm trying to say. There are, in your path, ultimately to where you want to end up. Success, having money, having material things, being a better person, whatever your end result is for you, you gotta just split it up, take it day by day, and make sure you're progressing. That's it. Just focus on the progression. Because ultimately, that's what fulfills you. Progression fulfills, right? The end result is not going to be as fulfilling as the progression to get there. So focus on building the things that are important, like the knowledge, the skills, the, character, the fucking work ethic, all of these things that you need to get here, but don't yield you tangible returns. You still need them, and it can be frustrating to see other people, get there faster than you. But if you get there before you have all of these things built up, you're setting yourself up for failure. Money that comes too quickly is money that you don't respect. Success that comes too quickly is success that doesn't stay long. All good things take time, and, just trust your timing. You know what you're doing, you know what you're capable of, and you know that you're going to get there eventually if you just keep going down the path you're going down. And if it feels like you're not, change direction, find that path, stick with it, and just make sure you are continuously progressing. Even if it feels slow, even if it feels like it's stagnant, focus on small goals at a time, break it down, small goals that will eventually get you to where you want to be. And just as long as that's happening, still keep it in the back of your mind, but don't let it overwhelm you. Just keep pushing for it. That's all you really can do at the end of the day. That's all I got for tonight, folks.